ahead and start in Shavasana today, laying down and taking up space. On your mat, take up as much space as you feel comfortable taking up. And just take a couple of deep breaths as you arrive in the practice. Drawing your awareness into the space, into the container for your practice today. This week we are closing out our theme of reflection for the month of December. So taking a moment here to just draw into awareness anything that's come forward for you in your practice this month, in your month in general, anything that you are grateful for, anything you'd like to release as we head into another chapter, a new season. It's the beginning of winter. So reflecting on this last season or the year, practicing non-judgment, just drawing that into your awareness. Throughout our practice today, we will be using the same affirmations that we have used all month. Feel free to incorporate the ones that have resonated with you and to look back at that experience with these affirmations. Has anything shifted or changed in how you relate to these? Our focus this week is on connecting with our inner light and radiating outwards. But we also want to take care to nurture our inner light so that we can sustain sharing our light with the world. So take time and gentle attention today to nourish your body, to connect with your breath, with the earth beneath you, and your wisdom within you. If there's an intention that you would like to set for your practice today, feel free to do so. Drawing that intention into the heart space and just beginning to envision that flicker of light there at your center. From here, we'll walk the feet in towards the hips and just take some windshield wiper motions with the knees back and forth. Nice and slow. Just feeling into our hips, our support system helps us move through this world. How is it feeling today? How are your legs, your feet? Draw the knees in towards the body, hugging them in. Maybe taking a gentle rock side to side. How's your spine feeling? How's your belly feeling? And then dropping the feet back down to the mat, feet hip distance apart. Bring the soles of the feet together here, and let's find Supta Baddha Konasana,
having our knees come out to the sides. You can place blocks underneath the knees or the thighs for support. And as you breathe here, just drawing awareness, maybe placing the hands on the belly. Connecting here for a moment as the breath fills the belly and the chest. Creating space for the light to expand. Exhaling, releasing any stagnant energies from these spaces, the belly and the heart space. As our hips rest, our roots, our legs, feel the supportive connection with the earth beneath you, guiding these energies to be released. You can bring the hands to the sides and just allow the breath to settle in the body. Our first affirmation of our practice, I honor the light within me. I honor the light within me. Connecting with the heart center and your inner light. Each breath expanding, filling the chest and the belly, the entire body. Release the blocks to the side, drawing the knees back towards each other, maybe pulling them in again. And then we'll move into a supported bridge. So the feet hip distance apart. Then we press into the soles of the feet, lifting the hips and placing a block under the sacrum, so just below the lower back. And place your block on the largest surface area to start, and you can always adjust if you'd like to have a deeper sensation or a different sensation, I should say. Feel free to explore that, but we'll begin here. And just allow the weight of your hips to rest on that block. And notice how the weight of your body shifts towards the shoulders. Allow the shoulders pressing into the mat, pressing into the earth to provide some release of any tension that you're holding in this area. Let the block that's supporting you provide gentle support for the base of your spine and your hips. Maybe tucking the chin in towards the chest just a little if that feels good to you, to have a little more length in the back of the neck. Let your exhale guide the release of any tension from the shoulders or the hips. If you'd like to move your block to a different setting, feel free to do so. Just be aware it'll be a little less stable with less surface area to rest. Press through the soles of the feet, lifting the hips, moving that block to the side and slowly lowering down. Bring the legs out long and the arms up overhead and just take a little stretch here. Reaching from the fingertips to toes. And we'll move on to our bellies. Rolling over, making your way there however you'd like. Coming into Sphinx with our elbows under our shoulders and our forearms pressed into the mat. Play around with where you'd like your arms to be. Out towards the edges, there's a little less of a load on the lower back. Further in, it's a little deeper in that back bend. Draw the shoulder blades together. Open the heart space and bring your gaze forward between your hands, reaching the crown of the head towards the front of the room. Let your gaze soften between the hands, or close the eyes if it feels safe to do so. Let the head hang heavy if you'd like, or rest on a block. If at any point this feels painful, or you'd like to take a more restorative posture. You can come all the way down, crossing your forearms and just resting with the spine straight. Take an inhale here through the nose. And as you exhale, let the weight of your body release tension from the belly. As your belly presses into the mat, into the earth. Invite this soft release in that area. As it begins to soften, connect back with the light at your heart center. Feel it pouring down into the space, providing nourishment. Our solar plexus is our powerhouse, kind of like our internal battery. So as we provide light and energy into this space, coming into balance, we feel stronger, we can feel more empowered. Just connecting here with this space. Let the legs rest, hips be heavy. On the exhale, go ahead and lower all the way down, bringing your forehead to your forearm. And just taking a couple of breaths here. Just let the spine rest. We'll bring the hands under the shoulders, press back, finding tabletop. We'll bring your blanket to support your knees if you want. And knees stacked under the hips and wrists under the shoulders. Tops of the feet pressed into the mat. On the inhale, drop the belly, let the tailbone rise, heart center comes forward. Exhale, pressing through the hands, round the spine, tuck the tailbone, and draw your gaze towards your navel. Inhale, inhale, drop into cow, opening the heart space, the front side of the body. Tailbone rises, gaze rises. Exhale, rounding, opening up the back side of the body as you tuck the tailbone, drawing the navel in towards the spine, press into the earth. Move through these at your own pace with your breath, and use this time to really nourish your body in the ways that feel good to you. Take any movements that feel like they are nourishing, taking care of your physical body, your vehicle for your practice and for your life. Maybe as your crown of your head comes towards the earth, you pause and shake your head gently. Know something you're releasing and letting go of. Yes, something you're keeping and taking with you into this next chapter. We'll come back to a neutral tabletop. Bring the big toes together and knees towards the edges of the mat. Send the hips back towards the heels, sinking towards the earth. Lengthen through the rib cage and come to a bolster, or bring the chest, the heart space towards the earth beneath you. As we pause here in child's pose and find stillness with our forehead pressed towards the mat, thinking about releasing tension from the space, bringing our intention back into our mind's eye for our practice today. Our affirmation here: reflection helps me grow with grace. Reflection helps me grow with grace. Draw your gaze towards your fingertips and walk the hands back towards the body. Bring the head up last. And just pausing at the top here for a moment. And we'll come to a seated position with our legs out long. You can place your blanket or your bolster under the hips if you like to have a little bit of support there. It can help you maybe fold into a different expression of the posture. Or you can roll your blanket under your knees for support too. We'll find caterpillar, connecting with our hips and the base of our spine, rooting down, finding length on the inhale. Draw the heart center forward, shoulders back, lengthening through the crown. Hands resting on the tops of the legs. Toes flexed towards the body. And we'll lengthen a little more on the inhale, and on the exhale, keep the spine straight. Walk the hands out, and wherever you meet resistance, whatever it is, tightness or limitations of our body, let the spine round and the head hang heavy here. You can also stay with the upright position if you'd like, or walk the hands back a little. Find where your edge is, where you can find stillness here. If you need to use a block or two to support the forehead, you can. Just making choices to honor our bodies in our practice today. And as you breathe here, just envision that light extending from the heart space that's filled our body, moving from the soles of your feet, through the back of your legs, up the spine, and to the crown of your head. Just following the flow of breath to the crown on the inhale, and on the exhale, down to the soles of your feet. Remove the blocks if you're using them. Slowly walk the hands up, bringing the head up last. We'll come into Sukhasana, easy seated pose. With the legs crossed, rooting down through the hips. Let the shoulders fall down away from the ears. Your crown of your head reaching skywards. Just coming back into awareness of the breath. Checking in with the body. Is there anywhere that is speaking to you right now? Can you take a moment to pause and just listen for the subtle messages? On the inhale, let's sweep the arms skyward, reaching, and then an exhale, bring the left hand to the right knee and the right hand to the mat, opening up to the right side, just drawing that right shoulder back. Gaze comes to or towards the shoulder. Thinking here of releasing anything from the body that has come up so far, any energies that we'd like to release as we're in this twist, detoxifying our physical body and our emotional body, our energetic body, our spiritual body, anything that needs to be released. Let the exhale guide it towards the earth. Exhaling, coming back through center. Walk the hands out. And just let the spine round here. Walk the hands back. We'll uncross the legs and cross them the other way. And then come into that twist on the opposite side, sweeping the arms up, reaching on the inhale, and on the exhale, right hand to the left knee, left hand plants on the mat, fingertips to the mat. Draw the left shoulder down and back. Opening up to the left side. Gaze comes towards the shoulder, towards the back of the room, whatever feels right for you. Take a deep inhale in through the nose as you lengthen. Exhale, releasing, deepening just a little here. Root that right hip down, sinking towards the earth, reaching towards the sky, releasing from the body. Let your exhale bring you back through center. Pausing. We'll take supported fish. So if you'd like to use a bolster to lay on or place one of your blocks between where the shoulder blades will be and then one at the top to rest your head. And the knees can be bent here. The legs can come out long. Find what feels supportive to you and take your time here. You can also bring the soles of the feet together, coming back into that butterfly posture. Whatever feels good to the body here. Bringing the arms out to a T, opening the heart space, opening the throat. Connect with the movement of breath in these spaces. Our last affirmation for our practice today. I am grounded in stillness. I am grounded in stillness. As we shine our heart center outwards, opening this space to share our light with the world around us. Maybe envision here that light extending beyond your body, out into the space, filling the room, filling the building, or wherever you are. Knowing that leaning into your practices and finding time for nourishment of the body, and the mind, and the spirit fills us with light. You're always connected here. ahead and remove any props, setting them aside in whatever way is intuitive to you, and then coming to lay back down on your mat, finding Shavasana. Whatever variation you like. Again, taking up space on your mat and around you. Taking a cleansing breath in through the nose. Exhale, release, sigh it out. Let go of the practice today. Begin to let go of any judgment or worries or stories about anything that did or didn't happen as you expected it to. Just practicing compassion and self-love for your practice today, honoring it for exactly what it is, your perfect practice. Give yourself permission to rest and to integrate the work that you've done today. Begin to deepen the breath, inviting awareness into the body, into this present moment, creating tiny movements with the fingers and toes, wrists and ankles, As you come back into the space, take any final movements to nourish your body before coming to a seated position. And take a moment here, hands at the heart space in some way. And just finding a moment of gratitude for your practice today, for carving out this time to come to your mat during a busy season, to care for and nourish your body, your mind, and your spirit. Thank you so much for joining me for this restorative practice. May you carry the benefit of this last hour with you throughout the rest of your week. Thank you.